Earnestly seeking the divine blessings of God Almighty. A very good morning, everyone. I, Anusha K.S., Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Convener of Institution Innovation Council VVCE, would like to welcome all of you for this talk on energy conservation, need and approach on the occasion of National Energy Conservation Day, followed by winners announcement of idea generation competition conducted on 26th November 2021 and mini projects competition conducted on 5th January 2022. I cordially welcome today's resource person, Mr. Anil Kumar Nadiger, Director and Energy Specialist, Rachana Anarkare, Rachana Powercom Private Limited, Mysuru. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
I welcome our Honorable Principal, Dr. B Gowda, to this event. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you, madam.
I would like to welcome Dr. G.B. Krishnappa, Professor and Dean R&D, President of Institution Innovation Council, VVCE. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you, madam.
I welcome Dr. Umesha P.K., Professor in Department of Civil Engineering, Vice President of IIC-VVCE. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
I also welcome all the faculty members of our Institution Innovation Council and all my dear student participants. Welcome you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
It gives me immense pleasure to introduce today's resource person, Mr. Anil Kumar Nadiger, Director and Energy Specialist, Rachana Anarkare, Rachana Powercom Private Limited, Mysuru.
Sir,
Mr. Anil,
sir, could you please turn on your camera?
Yes.
Okay, right. Yeah.
Mr. Anil Kumar Nadiger is a graduate in Electrical and Electronics Engineering from University of Mysore. Mr. Anil is an entrepreneur presently working as Director and Energy Specialist in Rachana Anarkare, Rachana Powercom Private Limited, Mysuru, with a team of BE certified and ECBC trained engineers. Involved in activities like products, projects, and consultancies in energy conservation, audit, and power controls. Is specialized in troubleshooting and service of power equipments used in railways and telecom. Clients are railways, BSNL, KR, EDL, KUWS, and DB, AISH, and many industries and institutions. Is working in the branches of Mysore, Bangalore, Shivamogga, and Davangere. His other activities is a resource person and trainer on technology, energy, and entrepreneurship for students and professional engineers, startup mentoring and guidance, an educationist, served as a board of studies members at Vidyavardhaka College, Mysuru, writer and columnist of various social concern issues in newspaper and online portals. Sir is associated with promoter of Entrepreneur Care Forum, Vice Chair Mysore, SEM, Society of Energy Engineers and Managers, past Secretary and present President in ISHRE, Engineer Society, member and subcommittee member of IEI, Institute of Engineers, India. We are very fortunate to have you with us today, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, sir. I now request Dr. G.B. Krishnappa, Professor and Dean, President of IIC-VVCE, to address the gathering. So over to you.
Thank you, madam. Respected Anil, sir, resource person for today's talk on National Energy Conservation Day. Our Honorable Principal Dr. B. Sadashiva, sir, Dr. Umesh, sir, Vice President of IIC-VVCE, all my dear colleagues and my dear students. So as you know that with our management support, principals are encouragement, and all the deans, HODs, and faculty staff cooperation, and all IIC members' contribution, and students' enthusiasm, we are able to grab 4-star rating from Ministry of Education on innovation achievements. Congratulations to all of you, and I thank immensely for your contribution. And moreover, very recently, Mr. Hyman and his team had organized a quiz competition on the eve of National Startups Day. I congratulate them. And while conducting our mini project competition, many student volunteers, that is IIC members, helped a lot. Mr. Manjunath BM, Ayman, Nandita K, Karthik VS, Pratiksha HL, Mayur V, and others. And to have this day event, actually, Mr. Mahadeshwar and Mr. Mayur and their team contributed a lot. I thank all of them. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. I now request our principal, Dr. B. Gowda, to give presidential address. Sir, over to you.
No, madam, I think Mr. Anil Kumar will speak, and then I will be speaking.
Right, sir, right.
Sir,
Well,
over to you.
Well, now I request Mr. Anil sir to take over the session.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್. ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ನ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಮಾತನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ನನ್ನ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ. ಇದು ಮೊದಲನೇ ಕಾರಣ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾದಷ್ಟು ಕನ್ನಡ ಉಳಿಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಕಾರಣ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ನಡನೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಸ್ಮಿತೆ, ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಗುರುತು ಅನ್ನೋದೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಕನ್ನಡ ಆಗೋಗಿದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಉಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ. ಮತ್ತೊಂದು, ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾತೃಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಬಂಧವನ್ನ ಬೆಳೆಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಾಂಧವ್ಯನ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ವೃದ್ಧಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಬಾಂಧವ್ಯ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ವೃದ್ಧಿಸುತ್ತೆ ಅವಾಗ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಪ್ರಸರಣ ಇನ್ನೂ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಭಾಷೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಮಾಧ್ಯಮ ಆಗಬೇಕೆ ಹೊರತು ಒಂದು ಬೇಲಿ ಆಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ಆ ಉದ್ದೇಶಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಕನ್ನಡದಿಂದ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಯಾವುದನ್ನೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಸಾಂದರ್ಭಿಕ ಅನಿವಾರ್ಯತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸುವಂತ ಪದಗಳೇನಿದೆ ಅದು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ತಾಂತ್ರಿಕ ಪದಗಳು ಆಂಗ್ಲ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಬಹುಶಃ ಅನಿವಾರ್ಯವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ಗೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ ಅನಿವಾರ್ಯತೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಬರುವ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹುಶಃ ಈ ಬ್ಯಾರಿಯರ್ನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಅಡೆತಡೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಮುಂದೆ ಬರ್ತೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ನಮಗಿದೆ. ಈ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ನಾನು VVCEಗೆ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇನೋವೇಷನ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಮಾಡಿದಂತ ಗುರುತೇನಿದೆ ಅದು ನಮಗೆ ಬರೀ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗಳಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಮಾದರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಡೀ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಉಳಿದ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗಳಿಗೂ ಒಂದು ಮಾದರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಹಳ ದಿವಸಗಳಿಂದನೂ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ವಿದ್ಯಾಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಬರೀ ಉದ್ಯೋಗಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಕೊಡಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಪ್ರತಿಪಾದಿಸ್ತಾ ಬಂದವನು. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮೂಲ ಉದ್ದೇಶನೇ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ ಅಭಿವ್ಯಕ್ತಿನ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಹೇಗೆ ನಾವು ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಕೊಟ್ಟಂತ ಪ್ರಾಮುಖ್ಯತೆಯನ್ನ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಪ್ರಾಮುಖ್ಯತೆಯನ್ನ ಉದ್ಯಮಶೀಲತೆ ಕೊಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯ ವಿಕಸನ ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಇನೋವೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವೀನ್ಯತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಹೊಸ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆಗಳೇನಿದೆ ಅದು ಮೂಲ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಉದ್ಯಮಶೀಲತೆಗೋಸ್ಕರ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನನಗೆ ಈ VVCE ಮಾಡಂತ ಸ್ತುತ್ಯಕಾರಹ ಏನಿದೆ ಇದು ಹೀಗೆ ಮುಂದುವರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಇನ್ನು ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದು ನನಗೆ ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶಗಳನ್ನ ಪದೇ ಪದೇ VVCE ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಸಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ನನಗೆ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಪ್ಯಾಷನ್, ವೃತ್ತಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರವೃತ್ತಿ ಎರಡೂ ಆದಂತಹ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಕನ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಧನ ಉಳಿತಾಯ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಲವಾರು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳನ್ನು ತಲುಪಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನನಗೆ VVCE ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಸಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾನು ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಾಲ್ಗೂ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿ ವರ್ಗಕ್ಕೂ, ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರ ಹೆಸರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಸಮಯ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ತಗೊಳತ್ತೆ. ನನಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರುವಂತ ಸಮಯ 15 ನಿಮಿಷನ ನಾನು ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ನಿಮಗೆ ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನ ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಒಟ್ಟಾರೆ ನಾನು ಕೃತಜ್ಞನಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ತಿಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸ್ವಿಚಿಂಗ್ ಓವರ್ ಟು ದ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ನೌ. So now we are concentrating much on the need of energy conservation because last year December 14th we have celebrated National Energy Conservation Day. December 14th every year we celebrate as a National Energy Conservation Day, wherein which we focus on how to save energy, and that should drive us to such a goal that we should conserve every year because it will be a continuous process. It is not something like a 5 years or 10 years project wherein which the project will end. This is a continuous. That means government has initiated December 4th this National Energy Conservation Day, and that has started as an impact of National Energy Conservation Act. National Energy Conservation Act is there. According to that, it is going on. So first we should know why we should save energy. Because what I'm going to do is I'll try to make my speech as short as possible to be precise in 15 minutes. That's why I'm giving you more points. And ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಬರೀ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬಂದ ಡಾಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಡಾಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಜೋಡಿಸುವಂತಹ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಯಂಗ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಗಳದು. You should join all the dots. I'm going to give some points only, and what end of the points or tips I'm going to give in this talk will be definitely has to sparkle the innovation in you. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗುವಂತ ಗುಣ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಹೈಲಿ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೇಮಬಲ್ ಇರ್ತೀರಾ. ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಇಗ್ನೈಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಥಾಟ್ ಇನ್ ಯು. So it will be more of a point-wise talk, not an elaborative talk, wherein which you have to sit for 2 to 3 hours, if and all I have to give an elaborative talk. The first thing is we should know what is the need to save energy. If we don't understand what is the need to save energy, then definitely we'll not be having focus on that. I always tell there is 3 major needs why entire world has to save energy. Not only India, the entire world is looking towards how to save energy. In the first thing, all of you know, first it is the limited resource what we have. We have very, very limited resource of the fuels what we are using, majorly 3 resources: oil, gas, what we are using, and coal. Coal, oil, and gas are the major 3 resources what we are using, which will be definitely going to exhaust one day or the other, not later than 100 years. Of course, I will not be there, but next generation will be there. You have to do for the next generation. First, the limited resource. Second thing is the pollution what it's creating. Every day we talk about the global warming and we are seeing the impact of it, and it's going to be worst in coming days. And second is the pollution, what is creating mainly the global warming. To address that itself, every year, almost 190 to 195 countries will gather in a place and they'll discuss how to get down this global warming issue and how to address this issue. This thing is every year going on, then you can understand the significance of it. And third thing, nobody normally talks about it. The thing is, when the resource becomes limited, when you have a limited resource and everybody wants to gain some control over that resource, then comes the problem of the world war. Someday, there may be a war just for the energy issue. Because what and all the energy sources we are talking about, this is not distributed in entire world. It has been concentrated in some places, very limited places, and everybody would like to take the control over that space. Then definitely it may result in the world war also, someday or the other. You all know that if the world war starts today, where it will end? It will not only end for that country or the other country, it will spread the entire mankind. So this is the other one of the issues which may face if we have the shortage of energy in the coming days. These are the world problem, I mean universal problem. Apart from all these things, India has another 2 major issues to be addressed. In addition to these 3 issues, India will have 2 more extra problems. One is, even today we have the shortage. You may tell that you may not have the shortage, we have sufficient power. Now the power cut has come down to 3 to 5%. Still, if you go to the rural places, definitely you'll know that rural people are struggling a lot to get the energy for the pump site. And even many industries in the rural places are facing the energy issues, even today, including power supply problems. That is the hard truth of it. The second thing is, the main thing is the import cost. What the import cost we are facing? You know, depending on the foreign exchange amount, every year, India is losing approximately 5 to 8 lakhs crores of rupees in the import. So every year you are importing majorly oil, you are importing. Even today you are importing the coal also. Coal is also imported and oil is also imported. What and all the coal you are using for the power generation, in that around 25% still today you are importing, and oil, you know, more than 90% you are importing. Because of this import, India every year losing up to 8 lakhs crores. This is the statement given by the government itself. It is official. We are losing up that much of amount, and that amount will be varying depending on the dollar price fluctuation. And what the thing is, this is the problem what I told. Now it's only a problem statement, and we being the engineers should always not talk about the problems, and we should not supposed to use the word problem at all. We should not use the word problem. We should always use the word challenge, because when there is a challenge, we'd like to address that, not going away from that, because we engineers are meant for that, to address some issue and take some challenges and find a solution for that. The major solution, the fine solution what we can find today is, first thing is the savings. We always talk about the renewable energy. Yes, renewable energy is the next thing. The first is the savings, next is the renewable energy. Majorly we are talking about the solar nowadays, because India is blessed with ample solar energy. In a year, more than 300 days we will be having solar energy. That's why I always say savings first, solar next. Savings is the first. Suppose you save 1 kilowatt in a day, entire 20 or 24 hours. That will be equivalent to 5 kilowatt of solar energy installing. Installing 5 kilowatt solar energy is one way. The other way is saving first. What I told you, if you can just save 1 kilowatt of power the entire day, that will be equivalent to the 5 kilowatt of the solar plant capacity. That means we should focus on the savings. So there are only two solutions. One is the solution is the first thing is the savings, and the next thing is the renewable energy. When it comes to renewable energy, for us at present, at right the moment is the solar, and definitely we have ample capacity for wind also, and lot of other like biomass, waste to energy, lot of things are coming up, and that will be a bigger thing. So what you have to keep in mind is, first we have to think of the savings first. So whenever we say the saving is the first, what is all the challenges? We normally say saving is nothing but switching off something. That is not the solution. When it comes to savings, these are the challenges we are addressing. The first challenge is we should not make any compromise in safety, productivity, and comfort. You cannot save making any compromise in the safety. You should not make any compromise in the safety. Safety is the first priority. Next thing is, India is a developing country. Still we have to develop. Still we have to do a lot of work. Our economy should improve. So in that sense, development should be a continuous process. There should not be any compromise in the productivity. And the third thing is, you cannot make any compromise in the comfort also. Today, we have been adjusted for a lot of comforts also. We are using a lot of, even maybe an air conditioner or maybe a public transport. A lot of things are, metro has come, and railways is going to be converted to, all the things will be converted to traction in coming days. So you cannot make any compromise either in the safety, productivity, and also in the comfort. That is the one challenge. The second challenge is the lifestyle. We have been adjusted for certain kind of a lifestyle. This lifestyle, we cannot come down to the next, we have to go above that. We don't want to come down to our lifestyle. So that lifestyle what we are practicing today, we want to go ahead of it. So that lifestyle is one of the constraint what we are facing today when it comes to save the energy. The third thing is the retrofit. Whenever we say we have to save something, we have to make all these changes, then existing system has to be changed. Particularly when we address an industry, when you go for industry into an energy audit, we recommend certain changes, but industry will not do it immediately, because whenever there is a retrofit, whenever there is a change, they have to incur heavy cost on that. That is the one thing. When you want to do the retrofit, the costing will come, investment will come. And next thing is the mindset of the society. Apart from the comfort what we are facing, the other problem what we face is the mindset. Even though we are getting that much of comfort, we would like to enhance our lifestyle. We want to get to recognize about us through the equipment what we are using, or the lifestyle what we are doing. You may be using a big car which may not be required. You may getting all the comforts in a small car itself, but still want to go for a bigger car, bigger size of refrigerator in our house. And like that, what we want to do is, we would like to have a mindset that when we use high capacity equipment, normally we want to recognize to that the mindset of the society is one of the problem when it comes to energy, spending the energy, maybe through the fancy lighting, maybe use of the equipment, maybe use of the vehicle, something like that. So that is the mindset. The other thing is that when we address the industry, this is the other problem what we face. When we address the industry and talk about the energy conservation, why they have to save energy, they have other priorities than saving the energy. Every day they are facing day-to-day some other problems, maybe a labor issue, maybe a marketing issue. Now the new issue has come, like a lockdown issue and all. These are the other issues what industries are facing. And these are the challenges, what I listed around 5 challenges, what we face when we talk about saving the energy. And so then we have to address this problem. We have to address this problem. When there is a problem, we have to address this problem. To address this problem, the first thing is, today we require a pool set, knowledge set of people. We need a pool of people who has in-depth knowledge about this energy conservation. The one thing is, we need manpower. Equipment will come in the next stage. All other things we can change. Mindset we can change. Investment we can bring from somewhere else. Investment will not be a problem. Maybe some people may be investment problem, but entire world can promote us, can support us if we take some action in the energy conservation. First thing is, we need a people who has knowledge, who has experience, and who has creativity. Knowledge, experience, creativity. These three are the tools wherein which we can address this problem very clearly. Okay, so and of course, when it comes to knowledge, almost you all the engineers and students are studying the engineering college. They're gaining the knowledge. Only thing is they have to enhance the knowledge in this sector. That is the one thing. And experience needs some time to get the experience. Definitely, it requires some time. What you can do is you can collaborate with the industries or people like us and gain some experience. And when it comes to creativity, I'm very glad to know that definitely our today's engineers are much creative and would like to explore that, and creativity will be always in our mind, whether we study engineering or whatever the things. Creativity will always be in our mind. Only thing is it has to be sharpened and it has to move in a right direction. When there is a creativity should move in a right direction. And coming to the last two topics, and please remind me if I'm exceeding the time, GBK sir. Hello. Yeah, please someone remind me if I'm exceeding the time.
Sir, no, sir. No, sir. Please continue.
Yeah, how many minutes or 10 minutes,
It's
sir?
very informative, sir.
No, it's okay. Still time is also constrained. How much time have taken? 10 minutes.
We did not.
No, anyhow, I'll take another 5 to 10 minutes, and with that I'll end up, because a very vast subject. Definitely it will take more time, because I would like to particularly focus the students now and give them information what and all the opportunities they have. The first thing is we talked about what is the need and what is the way we have to go forward, and what you people have to do that, and what and all the opportunities nowadays we can see, particularly for the young generation. We know the particular main thing always our people talk about getting a job. Okay, no? So how, let's see how they can have a career rather than job, how they can have a career particularly in the energy sector, and what are the sectors what is growing now. The first thing is efficient equipment. There's an ample opportunity to design an equipment or alter an equipment or make an equipment more efficient. I want to give a simple example of the fan what we are using today. Today, we might be using all of us using a conventional type of a fan, and new types of fan coming to the market. What we call it as a BLDC fan, brushless DC fans, which consumes around 50% less power than present day fans. The present day fans, most energy efficient fans available today will consume 55 watt, but the BLDC fan will consume only 30 watt. So this is the one example I'm giving. Like that, lots of new technologies are coming to make the equipment more smarter, more efficient. Okay, so that you people can explore that. You can study what is the present system and where the loss is and how to minimize this loss. That is the one thing. And the second thing is we always talk about the industry 4.0. Industry 4.0 is almost, everyone know now the IT sector is moving very fast. It is the integration of the IT sector with the industries. What we call the core engineering. Core engineering is nothing but civil, electrical, mechanical, all these are the core engineering subject. We can integrate the technologies what we have with the industry 4.0. Industry 4.0 is nothing but integrating IT into that. Generally speaking, it is in depth and totally different, but I'm telling as an overview of it. So wherein which we can making not only equipment more efficient, we are making the entire process more efficient. Not only equipment, the entire process. To give a clear example, that suppose you have a car and I may be having a same car, or I may be having a same bike. You may be getting a good mileage, I may be getting a poor mileage because of the procedure or the practices what I'm adopting. So that can be monitored using industry 4.0 sector, or you can physically do some changes in a process and make the entire system more efficient. And of course, the other concept, apart from the industries, the other sector where we can address is the building sector. The building sector is one of the main sector which is consuming nearly 30 to 40% of the total electricity generated today. What and all energy we are using for basic electricity, I'm talking about the electricity now, apart from other things, what and all the electricity we are generating, in that nearly 40% will be taken for the building sector, because nowadays all the buildings have a different kinds of ambience or atmosphere in which a lot of air conditions are used and lot of glasses are used in the building for the look purpose. For the particular this purpose, the building heat energy will go up, and people want all the things to be smarter in their system. So building sector is one of the main thing which is consuming energy, and our engineers can study where they can reduce the energy and they can make the building as a green building. So a lot of associations like IGBC, Indian Green Building Council, and talk to about ISHRE, where in which I'm directly involved, and the Society for Energy Engineers and Energy Managers, and a lot of things are there. In the National Building Code is there, and ECBC, Energy Conservation Building Code. These are the various things which are addressing particularly for the building sector also, and make the building greener. When you have a green building, it has more society values, and of course nowadays buildings which have a star rating will have more value in the market. So that is the other sector where our engineers can involve and work on the green buildings. And when it comes to green campus, I'm very happy to see the VVC campus where it is almost everywhere is green and almost energy efficient, and they have put the board to reduce the plastic waste also. And when it comes to the NAC accreditation, where institutions are going, even NAC is also making energy, environment, and green efficient campuses. So apart from industries, the other sector is the building, and third sector is the any campus for that matter. Not only the institutions, we have did the energy audit for a lot of hospitals also, and we did the audit for speech and hearing institute, where institute is also there, clinic is also there, and all the campus has to be green. So it is a one more opportunity for all the engineers, not only electrical, mechanical, even civil engineers can also involve and make the campus green, more energy and environmental friendly. And of course, the other major thing, another in next 10 years, what we can see the change. India has seen a lot of revolutionary changes, not only India, entire world. We always talk about the industrial revolution. So apart from the industrial revolution, we have seen the other kinds of revolutions also. Like all the people of 40 plus years know that we have not seen the TVs in the year 1980, 81, something like that. Now TVs have become obsolete. Nobody uses the TV. Everything is smart now. So we have seen certain different kinds of revolution. Not only in the TV, we have seen the revolution in the telephone sector. We have coming out of the landlines now. We are using the mobile now. Like the lots of revolutionary changes are going on. In that, one of the major change what we can see in the next 10 days is the automobile sector, movement sector, traction, maybe electrical traction, e-vehicle. These are the things wherein which the entire sector is going to have a totally a change in next 5 to 10 years, and you young engineers can be a part of it. So that's the other thing. And you can become a social entrepreneur. Social entrepreneurship is the thing is you are earning money also, you're getting the recognition also, and you're helping the societies also. You know, more than 60 to 70% of the people in India still are living in a small villages or in the tribal places, where in which you have to bring them up. If you want to bring them up, you have to educate them about how they can, you have to increase their lifestyle, their life standards has to increase. In that, we can involve all this comes under the social entrepreneurship, wherein which you're working very closely with related to energy and next to the environment. And you can do a lot of innovative things wherein which you can create some jobs also being an entrepreneur. And when it comes to innovation, I have to talk about innovation only because I'm working in a place wherein it's given an opportunity from the Institution Innovation Council. And whenever I go, even I had been a startup jury member also. I had been given a responsibility being a jury member for recent startup competition and all. In that also I have seen the only two sector people are majorly addressing. One is the ITBT, second is the energy. So these are the places we can innovate something also, do something new also. Lot of opportunities are. These are the sectors wherein which our engineers can do something and get some recognition. Of course, ultimately, the people will ask, suppose I get into this sector, what and all the opportunity, what and all the rewards I'm going to get. Of course, we always talk about the rewards whenever we say we are going to save energy, environmental. Of course, the rewards are the first thing required. And what we say as success in a simple two words is money and recognition. Money and recognitions are the main things. Normally, we common people talk about being a successful. And there are very few sectors which gives you both money and recognition. See, there are certain sectors which may give you only money and certain sectors which may give you only recognition. There are certain sectors which can give you both. Energy is one of the such a sector. Working with energy and environment is such a sector wherein which you'll get both money and recognition also. If you want to go for that, just search for the last COP. COP is the one of the meeting where I told more than 190 countries will sit in a place and discuss how to make the change. You can just hear to a girl speaking from our neighborhood state Tamil Nadu of age 14 years. by name something, I just want to Vinisha. She gave an excellent talk, and almost all the country person, more than 195 country person, actually appreciated her the talk and gave a standing ovation to her. She just talked about why they expect the sustainability from the entire world. Like that, it gives a recognition when you work in the field of energy and environment particularly. So it gives money also, and it gives recognition also. Apart from that, there are certain kind of works, majority kind of works, where in which you have to be limited to the four walls. You have to sit inside the four walls and give your performance, do some work and come back. But this is not something that kind of a work. You have to go to the field, you have to expose to the open atmosphere, and you have a passion for that. You have passion to do something more rather than limiting to the four walls. This is the another sector. This is the one of the reward you are getting. You are exposed to the outside world, means you can have a more opportunity in that. So these are the main things I would like to highlight. I think I have taken more than 15 minutes time. So this is, you can think I have given some points to you, some dots to you. You just join the dots. You just join the dot, you'll get a clear picture where we are, where we have to go ahead, and what best we can do for ourselves also and for the society also. And to conclude, I started with the Kannada, I want to conclude with the Kannada only. ನಾನು ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ತರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಸಮಾಜ ಅಥವಾ ಇವತ್ತೇ ಆಗಲಿ, ಹಳೆ ಚರಿತ್ರೆಯಿಂದ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಸೇಫ್ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಎಂದ ಮಾತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇಫ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ನನ್ನ ಸುತ್ತಲಿನ ಸಮಾಜ ಸೇಫ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾನು ಸೇಫ್. ನಾನು ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ, ಇವತ್ತು ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ 1 ಕೋಟಿ ಕಾರ್ ಇದೆ ಅಥವಾ 5 ಕೋಟಿ ಕಾರ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಧೈರ್ಯವಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಯಾವುದೋ ಅಂಡರ್ ಪ್ರಿವಿಲೇಜ್ ಏರಿಯಾ, ಕಾಮನ್ ವಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಲಮ್ ಏರಿಯಾನ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಲ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತು ಭಯ ಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ಭಯ ಪಡ್ತೀನಿ? ನನ್ನ ಕಾರ್ ಏನಾಗತ್ತೋ ಏನೋ ಅಂತ. ಅದೇ ನಾವು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಡಾಲರ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲೋನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಧೈರ್ಯವಾಗಿ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದ್ರ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸುತ್ತಲಿರೋ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರು ತಟ್ಟೆನಲ್ಲಿ ಊಟ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನನ್ನ ತಟ್ಟೆಲಿರುವಂತ ಅನ್ನ ಸೇಫ್. ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗ್ರೋ ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ. ಸೊಸೈಟಿನೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಬೆಳಿಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಸಸ್ಟೈನಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲೇಬೇಕು. ಸಸ್ಟೈನಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಎನರ್ಜಿ, ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನಾವು ಸೇವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲೇಬೇಕು. ಇದು ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಂತ ಒಂದು ಅದ್ಭುತ ಅವಕಾಶ, ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ ಜೊತೆ ನನಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಂತ ಅದ್ಭುತ ಅವಕಾಶ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸ್ತಾ ನನ್ನ ಮಾತನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Namaste, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for sharing the importance and need of sustainability and energy conservation, sir. Thank you so much. With further no delay, we'll proceed with the announcement of the winners. Just a note, we kindly excuse for the delay in announcement of the winners of Idea Generation. Actually, we were planning to announce the winners on a special occasion, and I believe the day has come to announce it. With this, I request Mr. Balu Vijay, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Startup Coordinator, IIC-VVCE, to announce the winners of Idea Generation competition conducted on 26th November 2021. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Hope I am audible and the screen is visible to you.
Yes, sir, it's visible. I request Principal sir and Anil Nadiger sir to congratulate the winners, and the winners should acknowledge that. If possible, you can turn on their camera and acknowledge them.
Congratulations, Pratik.
So we had this Idea Generation competition held on 26 November 2021. Around 14 teams participated in the events, consisting of around 50 members. So the prizes, it's high time to announce as follows. The consolation prize is backed by Pratik C and Pratik C for the golden hour. Congratulations, Pratik C, are you there? I think students are left for the classes.
Congratulations. Okay.
Yeah. Congratulations, Pratik C. Yeah, I think they're gone for the classes.
Go to the next.
The golden hour idea was presented by 2 people. One was Pratik C and the other was Prajwal R.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Prajwal.
Congratulations, Pratik and Prajwal. Congratulations to both of you.
Congratulations.
The third place was backed by the idea called Basic Call. The team members who presented the ideas were Amoga MP, Nishant Shetty K M. I request Dr. GBK sir to congratulate the winners.
No. Principal sir and Anil Nadiger sir will congratulate all of them.
Okay.
Anyhow, my congratulations also there. Congratulations to both of you.
Yeah.
The second place was backed by the idea called VVCE Open Library. The team members were Mohammad Fadin Ali Beg and Mohammad Tajuddin Arangala. I request the dignitaries to congratulate the winners.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations
both of you.
both of
Thank
you.
you, sir. Thank you.
Keep moving.
Thank you.
The first place was backed by Mohammad Taha Fayaz for his idea on porous concrete for rainwater harvesting and reducing flood risk.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Mohta. Congratulations.
So everything begins with an idea. Actually, it was a competition. We had a lot of meetings and discussions where the marks were very close. And at the end of the day, as a format is, we could announce the prizes. But I believe all others have done really well. I request the dignitaries to congratulate each and every one. Thank you.
Congratulations to you.
Sir, congratulations to each
All
and
of you. And congratulations to participants also.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. Lokesh C, Associate Professor, Department of EEE, Startup Activity Coordinator, IIC-VVCE, to announce the winners of mini project competition conducted on 5th January 2022. Sir, over to you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, madam. Ellugu namaskara. It gives me an immense privilege to announce the prize winners of idea generation competition, which was held on 5th January 2022.
Sir, mini project.
Mini project competition, which was held on 5th January 2022 by Institution Innovation Council, Vidyavardhaka College of Engineering. I'd like to start with announcing the consolation prize. The consolation prize goes to Mr. Prasanna R. Badrinarayan, who proposed the concept of expense rack application. Congratulations to Mr. Badrinarayan.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Followed by the consolation prize has also been shared by Prasanna Sinha Barki. If students are there, please unmute and acknowledge. Mr. Prasanna Sinha Barki. Followed by Mr. Rakesh Shivashankar B.
Sir, congratulations.
Sir, it's me, Badrinaran. Thank you so much for.
Yeah, congratulations,
I
Congratulations, Badri.
really love the feedback of yours.
Congratulations, Mr. Badri Narayan. Followed by Mr.
Thank you, sir.
Sinha Barki and
Not-
Mr. Shivashankar B.
Contact.
Yeah, congratulations.
Mr. Monish B. Jain. Congratulations to Mr. Hemant B, who proposed the idea of a smart parking system. And Varun H.J. Mr. Chetan G. Mr. Abhijit Kulkarni. Ms. Swati Meghana K R.
All those are different. Okay.
Yes, sir. Mr. Kunal S, who proposed the idea of blind shoe. And Mr. Chandan B. Gowda. These are the students who got the consolation prize. We congratulate all.
Congratulations to all.
Congratulations to all.
Now I'd like to announce the third best presenter. It goes to Mr. Kumar N L, who proposed the idea of BLE enabled lock. Congratulations, Mr. Kumar.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes.
Congrats.
And the team members are Mr. Vinay N and Mr. Vaishak S, who got the third prize in mini project competition presentation, which was held on 5th January 2022. Now proceed for announcing the second best place goes to Mr. Mahadeshwara A.N., who proposed the idea of automatic flushing system. Congratulations, Mr. Mahadeshwar.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Okay.
And the another team member is Mr. Sumukha B.R.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Mahadeshwar and Sumukha work hard in getting this work done.
Congratulations, Mr. Mahadeshwar. And
Thank you for recognizing our work, sir.
Okay. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
sir.
You deserve it. Good.
Mahadeshwar and Sumukha. Thank you.
Now proceed for announcing the first place, and this is been got by the group of students who proposed the idea of bomb diffuser robot And the team members are Amoga MP.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
Okay, congratulations.
Mr. Nishant Shetty K M. Nishant Shetty is here. Okay,
He's not in the meeting, sir.
fine. Mr. Sumukha BR
Thank you, sir.
and Mr. Mahadeshwara A. They are from the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very
Congratulations to all the winners of idea generation and the mini project competition, and also all the participants. Sir, Anil sir,
Yes.
your talk was wonderful, sir. Actually,
Thank you.
beneficial for all of us. Anusha madam, over to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for announcing the winners, and I thank all dignitaries for congratulating the winners and the participants. I now request our principal, Dr. B. B Gowda, to give the presidential speech. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, madam. Good morning to all of you. And today's guest, Mr. Anil Kumar Nadgir, who has delivered a very informative and useful lecture on this occasion. He also mentioned about the December 14th, which we every year we celebrate as National Energy Conservation Day. And Dr. G.B. Krishnappa, the president of our Institute Innovation Cell. We have Dr. Umesha P.K., the vice president, all my colleagues and all the participants. Let me first congratulate all the winners and also all the participants who have taken part in the idea generation and also mini project competition that were held a few days back in our institute. And as we all know that energy conservation is very, very important. Mr. Anil Kumar mentioned the importance, the challenges, and what we can do as engineers. So I think he has given a lot of inputs, the food for thought for all the young students of our institute. I think they can work in various domains in improving the product, improving the services, so that we will be able to save a lot of energy for our country, for our future generations. I would also like to appreciate and congratulate our Institute Innovation Cell, which has bagged Atal ranking of institutes on innovation achievements, because out of more than 3,400 engineering institutes across India, we have been identified as one of the top 96 institutes out of those 3,400 in the Atal ranking. For the first time, we have figured because of the consistent contribution, innovation by our student community and also by our Institute Innovation Cell. So
Thank you, sir.
I believe that these efforts will continue in the future also, because excellence should not happen once in a while. It should happen consistently. Then only we will figure in Atal ranking next year also. I hope that we would be one of the top 5 in the first band, rather in the second band. The second band is 96 institutes. In the first band, only 5 institutes. So I hope that we will be able to migrate to the first level by next year. I would like to thank all the members for conducting idea generation and mini project competitions very successfully and creating awareness about their importance, and also inviting resource persons like Mr. Nadgir to share their views on various topics which are relevant to engineering students. I once again place on record my sincere appreciation to the entire Institute Innovation Cell members, the chairman and the members, for their consistent efforts in making our institute one of the very good institutes in the innovation domain. So thank you all for this opportunity.
Thank you very much, sir. On behalf of IIC-VVCE, we immensely thank you, sir, for your
Thank you,
kind
sir.
support and encouragement always.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. We have come to the end of the session. I take this opportunity to thank today's chief guest and the resource person of the event, Mr. Anil Kumar Nagar, Director and Energy Specialist, Rachana Powercom Private Limited, Mysuru, for making time to give a talk to our students in spite of your busy schedule, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thanks for all.
I thank our Honorable Principal, Dr. B. Sadashiva Gowda, sir, for all your support and encouragement in conducting all such activities. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam.
I thank Dr. G.B. Krishnappa, Dean R&D, President of IIC-VVCE, for giving us the opportunity and the platform to create and conduct all these activities. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam.
I thank Dr. Umesha PK, Professor and Vice President of IIC-VVCE. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, madam.
I thank all the members of Institution Innovation Council and the students and the participants of the mini project and the idea generation competition. Thank you all.